It doesn't discourage me because what Chairman Powell was saying is they don't have the authority now to own Bitcoin. I want to give it to them. I want our federal government to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
Value or benefits in the U.S. government building a reserve of Bitcoin?
We're not allowed to own Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve Act says what we can own, and we're not looking for a law change. That's the kind of thing for Congress to consider, but we are not looking for a law change at the Fed.
What Trump is doing through this entity that he owns, and it's really his son, but because I don't think Donald really understands this stuff, is buying a bunch of crypto, Bitcoin and Hedera and XRP.
A bunch of things that might be approved for ETFs next year.
Shocking how that works.
Right.
And they're talking about exempting American coins from capital gains. So here's the thing. As much as I hate, and I do hate XRP and Cardano because there's no there. There's no developers. There's no nothing. And look, Brad Garlinghouse he's smarter than me. He's richer than me because he built a big old scam that's working. And no one likes when I say that, but there's no there. And Circle, which actually has a real stablecoin, $42 billion of value, real, backed up by dollars, which is why a strategic Bitcoin reserve would be good for the dollar, not bad, but real has about a $5 billion market cap. XRP, fully diluted, which has like 50 million in their stablecoin, has $170 billion of value.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin and crypto take a beating. Don't forget we have options today in stocks and cryptos. We have stocks pumping, and I told you they would make a comeback just because we took a big pullback. And we had cryptos overnight going into the morning, took a beating. So hopefully you traders took advantage of that, because we're definitely moving up from that shellacking. Now, I told you these last 2 weeks would be a roller coaster ride. And if you're part of my Patreon, make sure you're looking at the calendar, because basically we have futures contracts ending next Friday. And then also in stocks, we have quarterly expirations on the 31st. So guys, these dates are very, very important, because while the media is going to give you a narrative on why we're pulling back, we know the real reason. And of course, this information is very, very important to traders, because then you can take advantage of the dips. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you, not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. Now, we have France's 5th largest bank, BPCE Group, allows access to Bitcoin and crypto to their 36 million customers in 2025. And of course, guys, we're definitely going to see adoption move fast forward over these next 4 years of Trump being president. Remember, his job is to land us in this fourth industrial revolution, and I'm going to go over that later. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. We have the dollar right now down, but of course still strong. We have volume in crypto up, Tether, USDC, and then of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at 112 billion yesterday. Make sure you're putting it on a daily basis. Today, it's at 98 billion. So we're definitely seeing it dwindle down. We haven't seen it this low, of course, since the start. And we had PCE numbers come out, 2.4% in a month of November, slightly down. But guys, we know they pull out everything the consumers use. So that's, of course, it's going to come in lower. But the fact is, inflation is not going anywhere because of corporate greed. And then also, it's all part of the strategy. They want to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. The machine takeover. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs right now are up. Now we had Ethereum ETF surge in the month of December as inflows at 1.6 billion. But we had spot Bitcoin ETF had an outflow of 680 million, and that's a daily record. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and outflows. Now we have the SEC approves hashtag NASDAQ Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF and Franklin CBO Crypto Index ETF. And like BlackRock's Larry Fink stated, these ETFs were the gateway to tokenization. Everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. Remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have the open platform launches ton space self-custody wallet. Also, we have Robinhood lists bunk for trade. Now, speaking of adoption, we have USC football commit Matai becomes the first college athlete to get their NIL deal paid in crypto. And the millennials and Generation Z have no issues with using this technology. The problem is they don't understand how it works. They don't understand how the world works. And that's the reason why the NWO keeps generations separate. You need the elders to teach history, and you need the younger generation to let the elders know the future, so then therefore you can put it together. And the crypto teacher was blessed to have elders that took the time to educate me on how the world works. Crypto teacher is definitely not smart. I just happened to listen to my elders who were trying to teach me. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they rejected. Not because it's not there, because they rejected. And lastly, we have Trump's project buying up crypto. And the main reason why they're buying up crypto, not just to get the money, but the fact is it's going to push adoption. Trump's job is to land us in this digital economy. The only thing the NWO wants you to do is look at the money and not the plan. If you understand the plan, the money is going to come anyway. But we had Mark Yusko call Cardano and XRP scams. And he didn't explain the utility. He just went off the market cap. And we can go down the line of the Magnificent Seven and a lot of other stocks on the stock market. If you look at their market cap and compare it to how much they're really earning, they're past a scam. We know there's no such thing as these $1 trillion, $2 trillion, $3 trillion corporations. That makes no sense whatsoever. So if that's a scam, then yes, they are a scam. But the fact is, it's all about right now valuation, because they're trying to evaluate them in the fourth industrial revolution, whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York. COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.